So I guess, Kyle, what was your biggest takeaways from Sixers Media Day?
Well, obviously James Harden not being there was the story of the day, but someone not showing up is, I don't know how big of a story that is. I didn't show up to a lot of classes in college, which might explain why
You're here
I'm here next to you and not on an NBA floor somewhere. Not that I had the talent to do that either.
I was going to say, I think it might have been a different reason you're not on the NBA floor.
The other thing I would say is that pretty much the entire team, Joel Embiid included, walked the company line and said, hey, we'd love to have James back. We would be excited to have him. He's a big part of the team, but they're not waiting around for him. They know they have business to take care of, new coaching staff, a lot of new guys they have to implement, and their focus is on what's ahead and not the guy who's kicking up a storm right now.
Yeah, I think certainly the way everyone handled his absence, from Nick Nurse to Joel Embiid, and probably Joel Embiid most specifically, he's the one who really matters. The way that they were in sort of lockstep in terms of we'd welcome him back, we think we're a better team with him, but if not, we'll take care of our business. I think that was probably notable. I think Joel Embiid's commitment to the city and the organization, again, there's always a tipping point. If this drags on for too long, could he get upset? But right now, I think he's saying the right things. And I guess my other takeaway was kind of Morey. And, we talked a lot about James Harden and how this whole saga seemed personal for him. It seemed a little personal for Morey, too. He did seem like it hurt him a little bit that this guy that they spent 8 years together.
Would you like someone calling you a liar and putting it on a sign at a nightclub?
I've been called so much worse. But this guy that he's had an 8-year relationship with that they, really contended with. I think they won 64% of their games in Houston. They certainly had a partnership. It did seem like this, being called a liar publicly twice, once with a billboard, it did seem like it hurt him a little bit. He pushed back.
And today was the first time he really defended himself in any way. And he made it a point to say, look, I talked to people around the league and important stakeholders, agents, other executives, and they back me up. They know that my business is above board. So he's trying to mend that relationship, but also noteworthy to say he has not personally spoken to James Harden in several months now. And I don't see how they fix this if those two can't get together and talk as men.
And the other main takeaway, Paul Reed a couple years ago, he talked about adding 10 inches to his vertical leap. Not really realistic, but we'd give you an A for effort, Paul. This year he came back and learned a little Spanish.
He did learn a little Spanish, so we're going to get on that Duolingo plan along with Paul and see where it goes out in Colorado.
We all silly like the mayor.